Yo, what's up, Trey223 back out with another video. Going to be talking about the Western Conference playoffs. The other one was Eastern Conference. I said I was just going to talk about the playoffs, but I decided I'm going to make a separate video talking about the Western Conference because I think this could be another conversation that can go really far. But yeah, I got one game on. I gotta turn that game back on. I don't know why it turns off. But yeah. So I'm gonna go from the 1 seed all the way down to the 4 seed. Let me get this to turn on. TV's already muted, so I'm not going to cover it. Blah, 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 blah. I'm not trying to deal with that. First series. Denver Nuggets, Minnesota Timberwolves. 5 minutes to go. 5-point game. In Denver. Denver is in the lead. I got Denver winning in 5. I got Denver winning tonight. It's just too much. Kyle Anderson isn't playing. Jaden McDaniels isn't playing. Naz Reid isn't playing. I think the Timberwolves should give this one more year, because Karl-Anthony Towns wasn't there the entire year. Anthony Edwards was there, but he wasn't there the entire year. Rudy Gobert played freaking terrible all year. And then maybe with some signings, with Mike Conley being there for a full year, maybe making some trades, making some signings around the edges to try to even this out, I think could be very beneficial for them. Give me 1 second. I don't want that game. I want the other game. Come on now. Oh, yeah, okay. So, Nikola Jokic is too much for Rudy Gobert and Karl-Anthony Towns. Jamal Murray is too much for Mike Conley, Anthony Edwards, or whoever else is guarding him, Taurean Prince, whoever. Malcolm Porter Jr. is just nailing shots no matter the space. Aaron Gordon is playmaking out of his mind. He's being a great playmaker, good defender. And Jokic is being Jokic. That's all I really got to say about that series. Anthony Edwards has been Anthony Edwards. Towns, Rudy Gobert, they've been disappointing. But yeah, I think it ends tonight, which is upsetting. I like watching Karl-Anthony Towns, Anthony Edwards play, but they got no defense. They can't play no defense. It really just, at this point, it is what it is. Now, the most surprising / great series I've watched so far, Memphis LA. Memphis Grizzlies and the Los Angeles Lakers. This series has been amazing. Lakers win game 1. Ja Morant gets injured. He plays through it that game, but he didn't play through it. I remember he did not play through it. Leaves the game early, can't return, they lose. Doesn't play game 2. They win. They blow the frick out of the Lakers. They blow out the freaking Lakers. Game 3, Ja Morant comes back. Very slow start. 35-9 in the first quarter. Lose by 10. Ja Morant has 45, 9, and 13. Had the last 22 points in the fourth quarter for the Memphis Grizzlies. They didn't get off to that slow start. I think it's 2-1 still in LA. They stole a game, so they have home court advantage back. Last night, Grizzlies gave it up. Too many threes, not playing defense. They were playing defense, just not good defense. Dumb fouls, leaving people open for 3 and open in the paint. Letting LeBron James go one-on-one was probably their biggest mistake. Because Xavier Tillman, he played good defense throughout when he was defending him. That last play, it's tough. It's LeBron. He's going to get his buckets. Then they threw Dillon Brooks back on him, and Dillon Brooks has been getting torched by LeBron James this entire series. Like it or not, he's been getting torched. No matter who's guarding him. If D'Angelo Russell was getting guarded by Dillon Brooks, he's been getting cooked. But yes, 3-1 series. I'm not too mad at the Grizzlies. I'm not mad that the Grizzlies are going to lose. They're a young, fun team that has a lot of potential. They need to get that second guy that could be a superstar. And they're still a young team. They need to get a couple veterans on that team. They should have went out and signed Carmelo Anthony. Even if he's not going to play 20 minutes, give him 10 to 15 minutes, and he'll be a good ball stopper. He'll tell you when to not. He'll hold you accountable. They got Steven Adams, but Steven Adams isn't there. If they were healthy, along with the Lakers, I think it would be a better series. But Steven Adams isn't there, so that brings Brandon Clark into the starting lineup. Brandon Clark's injured. That brings Xavier Tillman in the starting lineup. And then that forces you to play Santi Aldama at the 5, which is just tough. Or Jaren Jackson Jr. at the 5, which we've seen isn't the best because he can rebound, but he can't rebound. Gets in foul trouble. So it's tough. It really is tough for this. I got the Lakers winning, I guess, in 5, maybe 6. I think the Grizzlies can get a game at home, but other than that, I think I think the series is over. The next series, it is the Sacramento Kings and Golden State Warriors. Now, I said in my prediction video, I'm a guy that wanted the Warriors to. I thought the Warriors could play better in the playoffs. They're a playoff-built team. But when I saw that they were going up against the Sacramento Kings, and since I've been watching them all year, I knew the Warriors were in trouble. Sacramento Kings had home court advantage. We knew the crowd was going to be freaking crazy when it came to the atmosphere, the cheering, the booing, the trying to get you to miss your free throws, and all the defense chants. But I didn't expect how it went. It was wild. It was crazy. And I knew that the Sacramento Kings were a good basketball team. They were a good basketball team. They faced the Lakers. I think the Lakers are in serious trouble. Because as much as I love Ja Morant, right now in this playoffs, De'Aaron Fox is playing better than Ja Morant. And he can shoot better. I wouldn't necessarily say play make better. He can't finish better. But I think he's a better scorer because he can shoot the three-point shot. He's developed a mid-range. He can draw fouls. He can get to the basket. He can hit crazy layups, contact layups. He can dunk it. He can play make. He can throw it out to the corner. He can make plays. He can somewhat play off the ball. So it's going to be trouble because the Lakers ain't got no one that can defend De'Aaron Fox. And De'Aaron Fox is a good defender. Ja Morant's not a bad defender. Just again with the Trae Young thing, he's 6'3", he's skinny, he ain't got no muscle. De'Aaron Fox is 6'3", 6'4", he got a little bit of muscle, he's strong, and he's fast. So that's one thing. And then Anthony Davis playing center against Sabonis. Sabonis is a 7'1" built guy. He's stronger than Karl Anthony Towns, and he grabs rebounds. He can shoot a little bit. He can play make. He handles the ball. Then you got Keegan Murray who can hit threes. He can play a little bit of defense. Harrison Barnes, same thing. He can play make a little bit. He can get his own bucket. Then you got Malik Monk. Who on the bench is going to guard Malik Monk? You're not telling me Austin Reeves is going to guard him. And then on top of that, you got a 40+% three-point shooter in Kevin Huerter right there. So, and then you got off night Dave. Well, I can't remember what his nickname is, but you got Davion Mitchell off the bench that's going to lock up D'Angelo Russell or Austin Reeves, whoever he wants to lock up. And you got Alex Len, who's playing probably the best basketball of his youngerish, midish career. So, and then they got a great coach in Mike Brown. And you got the Warriors. Obviously, the Warriors are the Warriors, but Jordan Poole can't play. Jordan Poole can't get no stop. Jordan Poole's taking dumb shots. He can't make a shot. He can't play no defense. He can't stop no one. He can't stick in front of no one. He's making dumb plays. Draymond Green, almost the same thing. He came off the bench the other night and he thought he was Jordan Poole. He was taking pull-up threes. He might as well have taken a deep pull-up three like Jordan Poole does. I get Jordan Poole had a good game in Game 4. He had a good game. Steph Curry, of course, he had a good game. He's averaging 31.5 points. Same with De'Aaron Fox. But when it comes to the playoffs, last year Jordan Poole was great. This year he's been mid. He has not been worth that $30 to $40 million you guys gave him. Klay Thompson has been good. Andrew Wiggins has been better than I thought he was coming off of not playing for 2.5 to 3 months. Draymond Green got suspended and they won a game and then they came back and won Game 4. I had a feeling the Warriors were going to win the two home games. I was saying they were going to sweep just because of how the Sacramento Kings were playing, but they played at home. They're the best they're one of the best home teams in the league, but they're the worst away team. If you don't have home court advantage, if you beat the Kings and you got the Lakers, you have home court advantage. You're most likely going to win that series. But if you're the Golden State Warriors and you face the Grizzlies again, I don't know if you guys win because you guys don't have home court advantage. And the Grizzlies are a great home team. So it's tough because I love the Warriors. Steph Curry's amazing. Klay Thompson has been really good. Jordan Poole is normally really good. Draymond Green is a smart player. Kevon Looney can grab rebounds. But it's tough because you guys have been inconsistent like the Lakers all year. It's tough for me to say, oh, you guys can win this in 7 when you guys are one of the worst road teams in the league. You guys have, I think, the least amount of road wins, maybe outside of the Rockets. That's not a category you want to be in. You do not want to be with the Houston Rockets right now when you're trying to contend for a championship. They're trying to win the lottery to get Victor Wembanyama. They're trying to contend in the future. They're not trying to contend now. They're not trying to win now. They're trying to be competitive, but they're not trying to win. They take Şengün out in the fourth quarter when it's a close game, thinking he can't play in the fourth quarter. Like, it don't make no sense. But I do think it's going to be better. Hopefully, Game 5 will show us that the Warriors can win it away. I don't want to say Game 7 because Game 7, anything can happen, so I'm not even going to take into account Sacramento's home record and the Warriors' road record. I'm just going to be like, you guys are 0-0. Win or go home. This is a playing game. You win this game, you advance. You lose this game, you're done. That's what the Game 7s are. Forget you having Giannis. Forget you having LeBron. Obviously, you have to keep that in a little bit of consideration, but they sprain their ankle or they twist their ankle wrong, they're done for the game. You're screwed. Unless one of your role players can pop out. Keegan Murray has been kind of mid to not very good in his first playoff run, but it's his first playoff run. I didn't expect him to be the fourth overall pick, third overall pick, whatever. I forget what pick he was. I'm not expecting him to be that rookie guy, that first team all rookie. But I got the Kings winning in 6. I think that if they win Game 5, I think they'll win Game 6. So yeah. It's going to be fun. And then the last series, Phoenix Suns, Los Angeles Clippers. I'm going to talk about the Clippers, like the Clippers, and the Timberwolves. And I'm going to talk about some of these teams in another video. But the Clippers have disappointed me. Clippers have been disappointing. Okay, you know what? No, the Clippers have not been disappointing. Kawhi Leonard has been disappointing. Had a great first game. Had a good second game. Doesn't play Game 3, doesn't play Game 4, not playing in Game 5. I get it, you had a knee sprain. But why didn't we know about this until the day of? And why is it you sat 40 games, I'm guessing, in the regular season. Or you played 60 and 20 to 30 of those games you were not Kawhi Leonard. We get to the playoffs, you play 2 games and you're done for the rest of the playoffs. Paul George got injured in March. And he has a knee sprain. These injuries in the playoffs have been terrible. Giannis, Tyler Hero, Joel Embiid, De'Aaron Fox now, Kawhi Leonard. Paul George hasn't stepped foot on the court, but Paul George, it's crazy. DeJounte Murray just missed a game. He's not injured. He was suspended, but he missed a game. So, I mean, it's looking tough. But this game's about to end. It's about 30 seconds left, and the Timberwolves are down 4. I didn't even get to watch it. It's all good. Please like, comment, subscribe. Peace.